Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. Well, this is going to be morning chat number 127. I don't know. I just picked that number. We've been having morning chats for a while now when they weren't even called morning chats, but I have run out of titles when I'm doing smoothies in the morning, so we'll just call it morning chat 127. So anyway, this morning we're going to have some fresh kale, and this is mature kale, and I got it in a big bunch and snipped the ends off of it like you would flowers that you bought and put them in water. And I did use the filtered water because they don't like chlorine. And so we've used a whole bunch of it. I think this is just 2 leaves left, or maybe 3. Anyway, we're using this morning in the smoothie. The other thing I wanted to mention were these dates. Now, I got these at Sam's Club, and when I go to Sam's Club, I get a whole bunch of them. I think I got 8 packs of these, and they've got the seeds in them, but they're half the price that I've been paying at nuts.com. So, gotta go for the bargain, y'all. You got to. There they are, and you can find these in the produce department, and one of my subscribers told me about it when I was running out of dates one time, I don't know, 6 months, a year ago. And so this is really, I think, the 3rd time I've bought these at, see what they look like? So what I do when I get them home, I put them right straight in the freezer, in the container they were in. And when I'm ready to use them, they've got seeds in them, so you take a knife and just kind of slit the side of it a little bit, and the seed comes right out. And I steam them for about 10 minutes in my little steamer, and I do that because I just want them to not have any bacteria in them, y'all. I do that. And then I refreeze them on a cookie sheet. So the dates are what I use to sweeten all the smoothies. I don't really ever use any sugar anymore. I used to have to use a little sugar, not anymore. So this morning, let me turn this down so y'all can see what we're doing. All right, so Minneola, that's what that is. And they look so pretty at the grocery store, I had to go ahead and get them. See how pretty they are, no seeds. And while we're down here, I want to mention the knives. Cuisinart ceramic knives. I love them. And this one I got at Walmart, which was much cheaper than this one. But if you can see real close, this has already got little nicks in it. This one does not. Now, I did get the knives, and because the first ones I got from Cuisinart did get nicks in them, and I sent them back, and apparently they have improved the way they make these, because I've been using this a lot, and I don't see a single nick in it anywhere. And they stay sharp. That's what I like about them. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, let me turn this up a little bit. Oh, not going to turn. There. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put the kale. I actually have 4 leaves here. One's a little baby leaf. So put the whole thing in there. I've already washed these, and I've been keeping them in the refrigerator in this little plastic container, and they stay real crisp that way. Yeah, real crisp. Put stalks and all in. Yeah. Okay, there's a little container. I think those prunes that I got the other day came in this. Anyway, it's a nice plastic container, which I'm going to keep and use for my fresh greens when they're the mature greens. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the bananas in now. Now, the bananas, of course, are frozen too, and I don't let them get so ripe that they have little specks in them. I go ahead and put them in just that perfect yellow color, and that seems to work best for us. You just squeeze it all out. And they're, of course, partially thawed out. Not completely, but almost completely. All right, so there we go. Then I'm going to slice the little Minneolas just to make sure they don't have any seeds in them, although I have never seen a seed in any of them. See? But when I'm doing the oranges, like I think I've still got a few Valencia oranges. I always do them this way just to get out those seeds. And this morning we're using a large carrot. And at Walmart they had the carrots loose so you could pick out your own. And I really like that because when you get them in a pack, sometimes some of them are cut, you know, when they dig them out of the ground, I guess. These are those very dark grapes, which they say are the healthiest for you. And, I don't know, that's probably not even quite a cup of blueberries. Got those at Walmart too. And almond butter, I've got 4 cubes of that. There are the 4 dates, and these are the last of my frozen, so I'm going to have to steam those other dates today. And then a big blob of oatmeal and cream of wheat, which was previously cooked. So I'll just put that in, and I do thaw it out in the microwave a little bit, just so I can slice it up. All right, let's put the dates in. And of course I'm using a Vitamix, which I absolutely, totally love. See if I can get these. And the almond butter really thaws out fast because it's got a lot of fat in it. Good fat though. Let's see if I can get all that out. Yeah. Alright, now I want to use some peanut butter, but we're going to wait and see. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 cups of filtered water. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the peanut butter, and I'm doing that because of the 7 grams of protein and 2 tablespoons. That's when I use the peanut butter. Plus it adds some sweetness, so that's probably about 3 tablespoons right there. I'll put that right on top, like that. Get all of it off. Now, clean my spoon off. Alright, so let's see where we are now. I'm going to grind this just a little bit to get it to go down so I can get the lid on and not get that peanut butter all over the lid. So we're just going to leave the lid off and grind it just a little bit. Y'all see it going down? There we go. Now I can put my lid on. Alright, so morning chat, let's talk a few minutes, alright? So, of course, what I end up doing is I read y'all's comments at night, usually, sometimes during the day, and that's sort of my entertainment for the night. I love to read the comments. It's like we're friends in a different way, right? That's what it's like, and I love it. So, anyway, I wanted to tell y'all what I have been doing is working on my website. I know, it is beyond belief hard, y'all. I don't know a lot about computers and all. Got a cough. Excuse me. And so I just have a hard time, really hard time with all the codes and everything. So what I had done was I had a lot of Amazon ads on my site for different products that I use, and you know, a lot of people write in and say, well, where'd you get those knives and stuff like that. So I order a lot of stuff over the internet. I love to shop that way, and I've never ever had any trouble with that, ever, and nor any trouble returning stuff. But I haven't returned stuff, but maybe, I'd say in the last 5 or 6 years, maybe 3 times that I returned stuff. Because everything was of good quality, that I got. So anyway, so what I was doing was going ahead and taking off the old codes for the Amazon products and putting on the new code, because they said I had to do that because they changed their code somehow. Anyway, in the beginning it was an absolute nightmare because I don't know how to read codes, and so I had to just keep going back and forth to see if I could recognize them. And I did get to where I could. Now I've got some Google ads also on the page that kind of helps pay for my website, really. And but the Amazon ads were really for y'all, so that you could see some of the stuff that we use, and good stuff too, I might add. Now I have found that when I check prices and everything on Amazon, most of the time, not always, but most of the time it's cheaper than you can buy whatever it is in the store. Plus you have all those major choices. So one of the things that I was so thrilled with was the commode seat, y'all. First of all, the bathroom, excuse me, that we did in there is a Harvest Gold shower, commode, and sink. And so I found a Harvest Gold, and the seat was the nicest commode seat I have ever had, ever. And so I just was thrilled with it. I know, what a thing to get thrilled about, but it's very comfortable, it looks good, and it cleans off great. It must have many coats of whatever they paint or whatever they use for it, because it cleans off and just looks brand new. And I use a lot of antibacterial stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just use a lot of that in the bathroom to keep it clean, and the seat just looks wonderful. It still does. It's great. But anyway, that's just an example of what I'm talking about, different products. The Cuisinart knives are another one. This knife, which is a fiberware, you can get at Walmart. It's probably half the price of this knife, but look at the chips. Can y'all see them if I hold it up? See, there's one right there. Let's see, there. You see it? That's a big chip, but it's got a whole bunch of little chips. Where do those chips go? Do we eat those chips? I don't know. But anyway, these knives, no chips, and I love them. But anyway, you do have to pay more for them, but you get what you pay for, right? You do. You get what you pay for. So anyway, that's all I've got. I'm going to continue working on my website, and my host company told me that I have too many videos on my website. My website is all videos, pretty much, and what it is a site where the videos are more organized. Like if you want to look up old-fashioned cream pies or homemade pies, you can go to that little section in the top of every page of the website and click on that, and several of those videos will come up together. Now I have not finished it, y'all. I've got a lot to do, but I have got 3 sections on desserts, and moist homemade cakes I think is one. And so I've got several, but I don't have everything there because they're telling me you've got too many videos on your website. So in order to get more on, I've got to do more pages. So, I don't know how to do all those different things where you put the, where the pages are on the right and you do something on the left. I don't know how to do any of that. So I just don't do it. I just put the videos on. And so they were telling me that I needed to, instead of having the big picture that's the beginning of the video, that I should do a little thumbnail of it and then tell what it is, and then people could click on that. Well, I didn't want to do that, y'all. Like if I'm pulling up a website and it's got videos, I want to see the full thing right away. I don't want to have to click here and click there. So I'm leaving it like that until they complain to me again. and they might start charging me more. I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to keep doing it that way because I like it that way. So if you're looking for lemon meringue pie, you can go to the southernfrugal.com, go to homemade pies, I think is the title, and just click on it, and several of them will come up at once. Simple, right? So once it gets complicated, I'm not real good on the computer, y'all. I'm not. But anyway, we're going to keep going the way we're going, and I'm trying to get the Amazon advertisements, which are just a little bitty block, like down below certain videos. Like for instance, on the one for salads, I put some salad bowls. Now we use wooden salad bowls some. We don't use it all the time because they've actually been packed away. But I love those big wooden salad bowls with the little individual wooden bowls and the wooden fork and spoon. I mean, no, spoon and fork. And I just love those. So I put a bunch of, well, there are about 3 of them on the salads, on the salads page. And just things like that that might be useful to y'all. And I think I want to do another whole video on ordering over the internet. I think I do. Now younger people do it all the time. And so the UPS and the FedEx trucks are in our neighborhood every single day. And the young couple across the street, I don't think she ever shops in a store, y'all, because that truck delivers something to their house almost every single day. I mean, I can see him because he always stops right out here on the side street and then goes across the road to deliver whatever it is. And now they might think the same thing of us because we order a lot too over the internet, but she orders a lot more than I do, and she's a lot younger too. So I wanted to do a little video about ordering over the internet for some of you older folks like we are, because when you first start doing it, you're a little bit afraid. I know we were. And so the first time I ordered, I was just real cautious and, you know, used the American Express card because it didn't work out. You can just, you know, contact American Express and they take it right straight off. Not all cards are that way, but the American Express card, Mr. Bucky's card, is that way. But then I got over that, y'all. So anyway, all right, we're going to go ahead and grind this up. Probably everything's thawed out well enough now. We'll be right back. Okay, this took a full minute of grinding this up because there's so much. Plus, I had to add another cup of water because it was way too thick, way too thick. So, there's what it looks like. And the little dark specks you see in there are the grape peelings. And those were seedless grapes. And I do like to get those big red grapes that have seeds in them because the seeds are very healthy. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of overage this morning, which is great. Yeah, y'all, we were using the smoothies all through all the work we were doing in the yard and to do with our garage during 2 heat waves. And we were able to do it, even at our age, and I think the smoothies played a big part in that. In fact, I know they did, because I don't think I could have done all that work without the smoothies. And of course, we had ways of keeping cool using the ice packs on the back of our neck. That worked out real well. Okay, we got 2 full trays of overage this morning and a teeny bit left that I will put in Mr. Bucky's glass. All right, there we go. Also, talking about my website, I also wanted to do a whole page just to do with the Vitamix. Now, we ordered our Vitamix directly from the company, and I am a Vitamix affiliate, whatever that means. And so you can, they have given me a code that you can use. If you order Vitamix and use that code, you don't have to pay shipping. But I also want to put on that page the different ones that are available through Amazon, because with Amazon you don't have to pay shipping either. So hey, wherever you get the best deal is the way I feel about it. There's where it is. Again, those little black specks are parts of the grape peelings, what that is. It's got a little twang to it, and I can definitely taste the peanut butter, and I can also taste the almond butter, which is good. All right, y'all, we will see y'all next time. I know I said I was going to make the almond cookies, which I'm going to make them, and I'm also going to make a couple of other dessert type things to put in the freezer. But first I have to defrost my freezer. I have to do it now, let's see, probably 3 or 4 times a year, and usually I have to do it twice during the summer. So I just need to do it and get that freezer cleaned out and organized again, and then I'm ready to cook some desserts to freeze. We did freeze the prune cake, which was absolutely delicious and very moist. So anyway, all right, I can't think of anything else that I wanted to talk about. I appreciate all y'all's comments and your very kind words. It's just really nice. That's my entertainment for the evening. I sit down and read all the comments and try to answer any that I need to answer. So anyway, we will see y'all, I guess, tomorrow or at some point. And y'all have a good day, a great day, okay? We'll see you next time. Bye for now.